Well, I think the biggest breakthrough was the ChatGPT. Well, find it quite useful just to fill the presentations, the proposals, everything. It makes your time spending writing much easier, much faster, so you can spend more time strategizing, building new pipelines, talking with clients.
So, hello. We are very excited today to have Giedrius from Horion Digital. He's currently a chief sales officer, running a sales team, working a lot in US. I think he has a lot of things to share. So, very excited to have you today, Giedrius.
Yeah, thanks for having me here.
So, let's start from your background. So, could you share
Mhm.
your journey in the world of tech and sales and how your career led you to be a chief sales officer of Horion Digital?
Well, the start of the journey is kind of interesting. In I believe in sixth grade, I was playing in the handball team. I've met a guy there, and we started our friendship there by playing the handball. And when we started going to college, I was going to Vilnius Gedimino Technical Universitetas, and he was flying to Scotland. But at that summer, he knew that I was doing digital art, and so he approached me and asked me, "Hey, like we are building a team to start web design and web company. Maybe you would like to start doing website designs." Yeah, sure. I said okay, I could join for that. So I did like three or four designs, and after that we do role switching. I started selling and he started designing. So when I was a student, yeah, I started to sell our services. Well, because we decided to change it. And after that, yeah, we were starting with websites, web designs, and after when we graduated, we moved along with web apps, and then going bigger with big data, and so on and so on. But yeah, the start was designing websites.
Got it. Great. What is your core services right now, in particularly of cloud platforms, AI, machine learning? So, what you guys
Yeah,
are currently
yeah.
focused on?
We dabbled a lot this year, 2023, with data. We have in our team data science, data engineers, and we found that there is a value in there in these services. So the first clients were from USA that they approached us and asked if we could build them a cloud platform. So it was new for us at the beginning, but now we see that this is our key service and key like a solution for the upcoming years, because we see this as well, not like the number one, but number two solution for big companies, for enterprises, for those companies that operate in different locations in different countries, and they want to consolidate their data in one part and have a view on how they are doing at that moment, at that time, and also automate some business operations. So we see a big value in that, and we are like building teams just to solve these problems and build those, well, industry cloud platforms, because it's relevant for manufacturing, for financial services, for other industries. And also as a result, and also because now it's a big trend, and we can well, it's easier for us to sell the AI and ML solutions. So because now everyone wants AI in their processes, workflows, so it's easier for us to explain the needs, the benefits, and approach clients, because they have like a vision on what they want to do, but they don't know the steps that are needed to take, what are the challenges by integrating that, and what do they need even to start integrating these processes. So for the upcoming years, we are like going fully on cloud platforms, and AI ML solutions.
Great. And I know you guys are really advanced in that area. So you even
Yeah.
have AI scientific team.
Yeah. We have teams that solely work with AI projects. We are not like building our LLMs. We're integrating in the bigger picture, bigger platform, because I actually don't see how you could challenge USA market with your new LLM, because the financials, they're not that well. You can't even compare it. So what you can do best is integrate the best pieces of the technology that is released yet, that will be released, and make a platform or make a solution with those integrations. So we are always checking what's new and how we could implement that in business cases, business solutions.
Great. And I know that you are working a lot in US. You have
Yeah,
Fortune 500 clients from that list, right? And
yeah,
not only one, but numerous companies from
absolutely.
Fortune 500. Question is like, what are the some of the unique challenges you faced in selling the services, of yours to those kind of big enterprises?
Well, I think the challenges are always the same. It doesn't matter to whom you're selling, because people are always buying from people. So the first step is always like you have to familiarize with the person that you're contacting. It's especially the best way to contact are the conferences, and also some live events, maybe at a bar or somewhere. But if we're talking about the challenges for the AI, specific solutions, and and also for the cloud platform. So for a client, when you're pitching like a service or solution, they have to understand that there is a lot of work that is needed to be done with their data, which is uh, at that time sounds like a hurdle, or maybe, well, sometimes it is, because they don't have like ownership. They don't have like a data lake. They don't have like a database where they could keep their data, and it would be like, wouldn't be duplicates, would be clean data. So when you're selling the result that you are like pitching for them, you have to also explain them that, okay, uh, for that to come, we need to go a bit down and work with the fundamentals. But yeah, it depends on how you portray it, everything. So even the data could be sexy. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If you make it sexy, right?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. You kind of explained simply, but when you have an enterprise with 10,000 employees or even more, how you get to the decision maker? Because it's really difficult to open those doors.
Yeah, so we're fortunate enough to have like partners that are living there and staying there. We build those partnerships by doing work for them, outsourcing our resources. So it was like 4 or 5 years ago. So we started small, started actually with websites. So we build our tech stack, we build the trust between us and them. We are now key partners for them, as they are to us, and going into those processes to selling, because they take us, well, not physically, we are doing calls, but we are meeting with the clients and we are pitching them together, because we know the tech part, they know they have contacts to whom they can talk and like pitch our like vision, our solution, and then we could meet. Also, the other way is just approaching in conferences, live meetings is the key. I think just going on one part like just LinkedIn, I don't
Mhm.
think it's gonna work. It, you have to try everything, cold calling, but everything. It's a sum of those moves that works, not just trying one thing and it doesn't work. And yeah, I'm off.
Makes sense. And talking about pitches,
Yeah.
so I guess since you guys are really deeply technical about the services that you do, usually I think the customer won't understand, that they need
Yeah.
something, right? And you need to kind of convince them, non-technical person, to move things forward. So how you approach pitching the clients who might not be technically minded?
Yeah, it was a journey actually because a couple of years ago when we started like also searching for new clients for everything, we always thought that if you have like a pitch that it shows like technicality of everything, how it works, what technology it uses. Well, actually, nobody cares. It only cares when you're talking with the IT guys from their team that they will be implementing. But the decision makers, they really don't care that much. They care about what will the solution bring to them, what is the challenge, what is the problem, how are you solving that, and then as a result, then you can take and talk about the tech part, but it's like a third or fourth step. But first, uh, I've also learned some tricks working with the USA that make it in one page, make it easy, and then you just sell it the vision, and then you explain how you are going to tackle that problem. What will be the process? The second part, very is important, is to show how you will help them to implement in their team. Because one thing is to sell and build the solution, but the other part is making sure that they will be using it, because that is a successful sell and successful project, because then they will open up for other ventures and options what you can do then, when they feel that they can trust you, that you will build them, solve the problem, and then help to implement.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. And so you mentioned the simplification for decision makers. And what about Europe? Have you to try to work with the clients in European market, and what kind of main differences like you see between decision makers in Europe and US?
Yeah, so well, it's a big actual difference between USA and Europe and Scandinavia. I would merge them together. Both actually, well, people like spend time with people. That works for everyone. But for the decision making, the USA believes more in the hype, in the vision. Like we are going there, we are challenging the status quo. They're also more keen to do custom solutions, custom development, because they believe that they are building just for them. They want to have that competitive advantage. They are up. They want to win. They always want to win. In Europe, Scandinavia, they prefer the product that is already like a standard that works for many companies. So they're like taking approach that is more, well, not as exciting, but
Not so
but
fast.
it's all, yeah, but it's also crucial for them, because they care about their business. They care about how they could move up in their ranks, how they could like scale the business, but they're doing it a bit more cautiously, a bit more like in slower steps. They're not like seeing their business as the number one priority. So the the proposal for them, yeah, it always starts with the vision, but they're more keen to talk about the process, how it's going to be handled, who will be working on the team, what special, who, why they are so special, why they're working with that technology, why did you choose this path. So they're going more into those details than just like in USA. They, if you they trust you, okay, let's do it. Let's build it, build something great.
Got it. Okay, so overall, right, in Europe, everything is slow, less risky. People
Slower,
don't
yeah,
that much.
slower, yeah.
Yeah, got it. Okay, so you are a manager. You are managing other salespeople. Um, and you're juggling multiple markets. Of course, your main focus is US, but how you build the culture of your sales team and what kind of qualities you're looking for when hiring, let's say, a new person to
Yeah.
work, let's say, in US or even both markets.
Yeah, so I'm looking for actually three things, none of them related to technology or something. The first one is the approachability. So the person should be easygoing, should be interesting, should be for him. It shouldn't be hard to make a new contact. It will be like a natural way for him. He would enjoy making new connections. So that is the first part. The second one is the person should be trustable. So if he like says that he is going to do that, he is going to do it. He should care what he is talking with clients. He should care to deliver on the best results. So because the trust is the part that everyone remembers you, and you have to like I always say you have to live and build your brand, your personal brand, as a trustable reputee or trustable person. So that will be like easier to live by, live for. So, and the third part will be, um yeah, you have to be like think about everything positively because there will be hard days, there will be hard times because everything is changing. You have to change, and you have to think always in a good way, even you're like underperforming, because it only what keeps you motivating just to go further, push further, if you're thinking like in a positive way. Okay, it's a bad day, bad time, but I need to go through this. So yeah, these three qualities, because other than that, you can learn all the technical stuff, the solutions. It's not that hard, but these three things, I think it's harder to learn, harder to master. You have to born with that.
Exactly. And how you check these qualities before hiring? Do you have any special questions or any techniques that you use?
Well, actually, no, no. Well, well, just talking, just giving a chance, giving, yeah, just working together. You won't never know. Like,
Probation period.
yeah, I think, yeah, incubation period is, yeah, the right answer, because of course there are maybe some tests or how to do that, but yeah, I never tried it, but maybe I should check it next year. How to make it easier to choose the right candidate and team member that will join your ranks.
Yeah, maybe your IT guys will build something for you special
Yeah.
next year.
Maybe.
Got it. And you said that in sales, there's always some slopes, right? There's things just doesn't click,
Yeah.
right? Underperformance, you miss the quota, all of that. What is your best advice for sales guys, especially young ones that are dealing with that? What are your like tips and tricks to really kind of push through and to not get stuck there?
Yeah, you have to be open about that. If you're not feeling that you're doing great, or you should ask your manager. Maybe he could give you some points, what to do better, where to maybe excel, maybe do some different approach, try something new, read a lot of blogs, information. Actually, there is plenty of good information in LinkedIn, even though there are also a lot of kind of strange information. But yeah, you can find channels to read there, listen to podcasts, and also the biggest part is try and do it. It's not gonna work without putting some energy in it. And you just have to do it. You have to do it on your own. Of course, as I said before, you have to like tell your manager what you're thinking, what you're doing wrong. Maybe he'll give you some points. And also, you have to have some hobbies, some sports, something to, well, you can wind off and change a bit of perspective. So each day would be uh, something new, something that you will be waiting for after work, before work. But yeah, you just need to do a bit of switch up. You can't just focus on the work because you're gonna burn out in a month or two or something like that.
Yeah, makes sense. And how sales professionals should enter tech industry? For example, if they are like selling something completely different, and but they want to know to work in the tech company, they want to work internationally. What would be your advice for those folks?
Well, I'm looking this from my perspective. What I should have done when I was younger, I think the first part would be choose the industry that you like, that you are like feeling that okay, this sounds interesting to me, and then read everything about it. You have to know how they operate, how they work, what challenges they're facing, why they're facing these challenges, what are the five forces that could affect their business. After that, you can like search for those problems and then search for the solution, and for the solution search what technology could cover that. Because if you're like doing the opposite, searching for the technology, you're gonna maybe finding challenges that they do not exist, or you're gonna take more time doing the tech part, checking the tech part that actually maybe that industry doesn't even need, or that they don't even have that problem. So I think the best way is to would be to choose one industry, know everything about it, and then you can dig up solutions for those problems, and then you can like be the advisor or consultant that understands how to solve that. So that would like make you more legitimate, make your life much easier because you know what you are solving, and the solution is just a matter of choice. So yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. For example, in my case, I started to work in solar. That
Yeah.
was completely alien to me, but you feel like a kind of the purpose of the company and what you're
Yeah.
trying to achieve. And my advice would be if you want to work with multiple industries, you don't want to focus on one. I think the agency would be the best place for that.
Yeah, exactly. But even then, you will feel the need after the many years and you're working that, yeah, I would like to know more about that industry. That's why it's very interesting to read the news. It's very interesting to go always deeper, not just like,
Yeah.
abstractive. Of course, the challenges, and there might be that for some industries that are the same, and the solution, the problem solving is kind of in a sense is the same. That's why like those cloud platforms like fits for every industry, but it's always interesting, and it's way more better to understand the industry with all the specific needs. Then it's more better for you. You'll feel more empowered, than the client truly trusts you that you know what you're doing and what where you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. And you can even build up your career like in one specific industry where you're going to
Yeah.
have way more value,
Yeah,
after.
yeah, there are so many problems in each industry, and there is no company that would be solved everything. So
Yeah.
because when you're growing, there are building new problems, even if you're a successful company. So there's no way that you will choose the wrong industry and you won't find a job.
Yeah. And in terms of sales, let's say industry in general, what kind of trends do you see with AI, and how it might change the sales in general?
Well, I think the biggest breakthrough was the ChatGPT. Well, find it quite useful just to fill the presentations, the proposals, everything. It makes your time spending writing much easier, much faster, so you can spend more time strategizing, building new pipelines, talking with clients, so doing the more interesting work. So I think the biggest big breakthrough was that part. But other than that, I think for the sales, yeah, there are plenty of tools that you could use for lead generation, for everything, but it's just a process automation that effectively like cuts down your time maximum for 30%. But so it's good to have those tools, but you won't sell if you don't talk with the people and not present to them. So the crucial part won't be like solved with AI. So you can only like use it as a tool to make it faster and go to the contact faster. So you could talk with the client, the prospect, and sell your solutions.
Yeah, yeah. Usually, folks think that the what, tools are going to solve all the problems, and
Yeah,
but you're completely nailed it. That you need to do basics first, and then
yeah,
the tool is just a help, just a support for you. You still need to do
yeah,
calls. You still need to
yeah,
write.
yeah. You still have to do the work. You just make it. Will do it faster. So I think it's actually really good because the presentations look better, the wording looks better, everything looks more sharper, more better. So uh, it's better with AI tools than it was before, and it's faster. So I'm very happy for that.
And Gedro, you mentioned that you already use a ChatGPT on the daily basis. Is there any other tool that you use and you find it like useful for yourself on the daily basis?
Yeah, we're started building. We're not building well. We're using the private GPTs. What why my vision is because for the ChatGPT you're using the information from the internet, but what I see the value is building your private GPT for your company's information. So all the instructions, proposals, everything could be uh, read and understood from your private GPT. So if you're like searching for something for some document, you can just ask instead of going through folders and everything. So that way you will be more willing to document everything because you will see the benefits of it. You will be more interested into like make it more detail, like briefs, more detail, well, proposals, everything. So that way you could utilize your private GPT and generating the content from your information. So yeah, so that's what we are currently working on our company to do. And yeah, mainly Perplexity, I believe, is for the research using that tool as well, because it also links the links from where it's taking the information. So it's better to go to the source and check it instead of just relying on the information that it's giving you.
Got it. For example, I started to use AI call summaries. You don't need to write summaries after meetings. That saves tons of
Yeah,
time. And now it's integrated in Zoom. Like,
yeah,
so it's really convenient. I think that I see like a lot of sales guys are using that.
yeah. We are currently haven't chosen the one that we will use, but yeah, it's a good tool to have because we have a long discussions and then maybe you could forget some things. So when you have that information under your fingertips, it's easier to uh, document everything. Yeah,
Yeah, and to keep everyone on the same page with
and
the
the same,
action
yeah,
items,
on the
next
loop.
steps. Yeah, yeah, it's extremely useful. what is how you look to the future, to the 2024? So what's next for your company, for yourself? Do you have any goals for the next year?
Yeah, I'm very keen to go to Scandinavian markets, so Denmark, Norway, because I think our company is ICP. The clients from Scandinavia feel like more for us better than like emerging markets. We know how to work better with companies that operate for many years and have like plenty of IT systems and everything. So they see the value more than just going to like emerging market and selling them cloud platform. It's not going to happen because there is no need for that. So our processes, our team is more capable working with these type of clients. Also, I like how they communicate. I like how they're like giving you trust, credit from the get go. So I like the culture, like how they operate. So that was my like a key part of the strategy next year is going to Scandinavian markets, and we are like approaching right now with attaché from Lithuania, talking with how we could like connect with new companies. So we're doing currently, yeah, working on that.
Great, and geographically is really convenient for you.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. The time zones, everything is
better
okay.
than
Yeah,
US for sure.
yeah, 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 for sure.
Got it. And do you have any tips how you enter new market, completely uncharted waters?
Yeah, you could use Lithuanians attaches. They could help you with that. They will give you like a list where you could like check the companies what you would like to approach. Then you could try approach all by yourself. But if that doesn't work, they could actually give you some like a boost, a help with contacting them. But I wouldn't fully rely on that. I think you could make it all by yourself, but they could give you like tips and tricks on how to enter that market. Maybe like for the Swedes, they don't answer the phone if you're like calling from the UK number or other number than Sweden. So you have to know those things.
hmm Yeah, what helped for me is trying to find someone who's already working in the market from my network, and then
Yeah,
you just cut the corners because they tell the truth. You know, like what you should know, like
yeah.
with who you should speak, maybe some kind of event to attend. So I
Yeah,
found that really valuable.
yeah. Also, you could find the search for the Lithuanian worker who is working in that company. So he could be like your representative, who could, yeah, you could make like a half a year's shortcut with just knowing a person who is working somewhere. So that is why for a sales rep, it's always a good idea to build new connections each day, every day, and yeah, so that's the key. You have to know a lot of people, talk with a lot of people, and enjoy it.
Yeah. I even know one company and one sales manager who was deliberately searching for Lithuanian Americans living
Yeah,
in the US and trying to get into those companies through American Lithuanians.
yeah,
That,
yeah. That's smart move. Yeah,
that's one of the approach, and that's an advantage of being part of the small nation because everyone is so interconnected with each other.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's easier to connect with them, and people enjoy helping. It's like it's a natural habitat for us. If somebody asks for help, you're just yeah, okay, sure. So everyone is happy in that way.
Exactly. Okay, Giedrius. So thanks a lot for your time. It was super interesting to hear your thoughts, your forecast, for the next year, your goals, and yeah, happy. It's before Christmas, so Merry Christmas and
Yeah,
see you
thank
soon.
you. Yeah, thank you to you as well. Yeah, happy Christmas and happy New Year.
Yeah, thank you.